Hi guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a 2020 journal flip through for you guys. This has been highly requested through my Instagram DMs and like other ways too. But anyways, I'm going to finally be doing my flip through for my first ever completed journal. So this is what it looks like on the outside. I got this journal as a gift, I think, actually at the beginning of 2019, but I never ended up using it. So it came in really handy when quarantine started and I decided to journal. So this is all angles of it really. It's become really thick, and I just have a couple of paper clips on it to decorate the outside because I thought it was a little bit too plain. And also I added this little charm over here. I like literally made a hole in this journal with like a pen or something. I can't even remember, but I like forced a hole in it and I put this little charm. It was actually a necklace, but I added it to this little clip over here and made it into a journal charm. I saw a lot of people do this on YouTube and I was like, oh my god, I have to have a charm on my journal. So that's what I did. And I think this journal was perfect for my first ever like collage journal like this, because this busy introverting is literally like the best way to describe me as a person. I am literally the biggest introvert, so yeah. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into the actual journal, shall we? So if you open it up, this is what it looks like on the inside with all the like paper clips and whatnot. But here basically I just wrote my journal and my IG handle for my journal, and then I put in some stickers. Basically all of the ones that are squares, like these ones, I made my mom made, like she drew them out and we printed them. And then these ones here and like the small ones are all bought from AliExpress, but I just decided to do it like that because I thought it would be cute. Also, throughout this journal I might cover a couple things just because of personal reasons or because I don't want to share them, especially like earlier on in the journal, because of I just started this journal before I had my Instagram and I wanted to make it very personal. But as we go through, you'll see that it becomes like less censored, I guess you can say. So for the first spread was actually the first trip I took. I spent New Year's in Ottawa with my family, and so here's what we did. I just made this like little, I don't know what you call this, but I just thought it was cute to do that. And I also have the little hotel card as a souvenir, I guess, so that's cute. Then we have this outing, I guess you can say. It was like my first real like girls dinner, I guess, and I met a lot of really cool people for the first time, so I thought I'd do that for this year. Then it was my birthday, so I made a little birthday spread, and basically I just decided to put a couple things that I got for my birthday. So I got this Tiffany's bracelet and I put the little receipt in here, and I went to Build-A-Bear, so I put the passport over here. And this is a little birthday card that I got, and I decided to stick this picture I took of all the gifts and like wrote a little thank you as well from Snapchat. And here's the card, so you can just like pull it out here. And then I decided to do this really cringy birthday collage, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's really cringy, but whatever. And then here's when I started experimenting with mood boards. So I did these two. It's basically my two moods, either really pastel pink or like super edgy, which is kind of funny. But and then here is when I went to Ankara and Turkey. This was my trip in March, I think, right before COVID hit, and this opens up with some family pictures, so I'm not going to show you that for too long. But I put a little sticker here to like keep it closed. Here are some of the stores I went shopping at and like kept the tags for, because I always do this. I've been doing this since I was like 13. I keep all the tags and put them on a page. And then here are some more pictures of like the places we went, and then I did this little food page because the food in Turkey is out of this world. It's crazy good. So like, yeah. And then here we have my little shopping addiction page. A lot of H&M tags that I decided to put here. I think this was all one trip to H&M, and I think this was like right when COVID's like all the stores opened up after COVID lockdown. So I just bought a lot of things and decided to make a collage out of it. And this little mood board I did for like the springtime. I know it says July. It was just because I was listening to July by Noah Cyrus and was inspired by the song to make this quote. But anyways, then I did a little COVID spread just because as I was showing my journal to my friends and family, they were all like, wait, you're not gonna like talk about COVID? It was like such a big part of 2020, like you have to put that in your journal. So I made the spread, just, you know, kind of put in some stickers to match, you know, the whole staying at home vibes and stuff like that. And then I wrote a little bit about what was going on during the year. So yeah. Oops. So then here we have my trip to Quebec City and Ottawa. This was the funniest trip I think I've ever taken. It was like the biggest disaster because we went to Quebec City and we had rented this Airbnb and it was a total disaster. So we ended up leaving literally after one night and got our money back. And then we went to Ottawa and spent the weekend in a hotel there, which was so much fun. I love going to Ottawa all the time. So yep, this is my spread. I would love to make more like traveling spreads like these, but again, because of COVID, you can't really travel. So yep. And then here I have a couple of washi tape. Like these are all the washies I have. I think I have like 3 or 4 other ones that I didn't include in here. I don't know why, I just didn't get the chance to. But yeah, these are my washi tape swatches. Then we skip over here to this spread. This is one of my favorite spreads I've done this far in my journal. I think it was the first post on my Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, but I love this so much. I love how it turned out. I used this really nice scrap paper, and this is just basically me thanking myself for being the person that I am. It's like a self-appreciation type of thing. So I'm just saying that I'm proud of myself for these things, and how much I've done throughout this year. Even though it seems like it was a really bad year, I still did a couple things that I'm really proud of. So here's like me saying thanks to myself, basically. And then this spread was at the beginning of the semester. So basically I did this in August, and it was for my fall 2020, and I just wanted to talk about how like school is going to be online and things like that, and how that was going to affect me. So I wrote this little thing in here, and I did this. I'm not really fond of this spread, but it is what it is. It's still kind of vibey, so yeah. Then here is a incomplete spread. I still have to find the picture to put here, but we went apple picking for the first time that year, and I decided to make a spread out of it. It was really a fun time. So yeah, here's what the spread looks like. And then here's when I started to get into like more content appropriate journaling, I guess. I did a collage. This was highly inspired by Journal Bean on Instagram. I love her page so much, but yeah, this was highly inspired by her, and I really love how this turned out. It's like so nice, and I love the layering and everything. So yeah, I guess it's more of like an art piece than it is a journal entry, I guess. Then here we have a little Lovesick Girls spread. I don't really have much to say about this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Here's another spread that I had hopes of finishing, but I did not understand where it was going. I had a vision and it didn't work out. I was gonna do this poem that like if you read it this way, it would also work that if you read it that way, but it didn't work out. I didn't have the inspiration to finish this, so I guess in a way it just stayed this way. So I mean, it's not too bad. Then we have here, which is my favorite songs of I guess that month, I forgot to write which month I did this in, but I did post it on my Instagram, so I can just check. But yeah, it's just, I did one side for K-pop music that I was into at the time, and then I did Western music on this side, which I was into also at the time. I mean, I love these songs. They're like timeless, I guess you can say. They're still really great songs. They just don't represent my year as much, so I wish I did another one that was more like yearly kind of thing. But anyways, it doesn't matter. It's also a really cute spread. This is, I think, my most loved spread in this journal by me, by my family, by my friends, by like literally everybody. Everyone always tells me that this spread is like the best thing that they've ever seen. And honestly, I kind of agree. It's like a whole fall vibes. I wanted this to be really just for fall, but it turned out being like my literal whole entire mood is this. I love this quote so much. When I saw it, I was like, this is like my favorite quote of all time. So yeah, I just decided to put that in here. I made a whole like vibe around it. All the gold accents are really cool on here, and then this sticker is like holographic, so that's really cool as well. But yeah, this is also one of my most favorite spreads in this journal. Then we have this. I did the TV shows that I'd watched that year. Up to that point, I did watch a lot more after that. Actually not that much more, but anyways, these were the new ones that I watched. I rewatched a lot of old ones, so I didn't want to include that in here, but these ones were the new ones, and I gave them all like little ratings and stuff. Really great shows. If you want to check them out, you probably should. Here's my Blackpink the album spread. I did this, I think, about a week after the album came out. I'm like obsessed with this album. It's so good. I was really like impressed with Blackpink. I think before that I was never really into K-pop, for I don't know what reason. They just, you know, never really got my vibe going, right? So Blackpink was really like what got me into K-pop, and this album in particular as well. Yeah, I don't know, I just really like this album, so I did a whole spread dedicated to it, and I really like how it turned out. So yeah, this is my favorite spread in my entire journal. This is where I peaked. I shall resign after showing you this, because I am convinced I will not make a spread better than this spread, because it's that good. I love this so much. I put all of my favorite celebrities, and well, mostly artists, because I don't really have any other kind of favorite celebrities, but these are my favorite celebrities of all time, and I wrote why I like each one of them and why I stan them, basically. So I have Selena Gomez, Blackpink, The Weeknd, and Zayn. These are my 4 all-time favorite artists. I can now, as 2020 has passed, and like after this, I was introduced to other music, but they're not as inspiring. I like them because the music is good. If anything, if I redid this spread, I might have added Kid Cudi in there, but that's like different because I'm like really new into his music and like liking him as an artist, so I don't know much about him, but these artists are like my favorite ever. So if you want to like pause and read and like, I'm not gonna sit here and explain them, but yeah, I just really like this spread. It gets me excited every time I look at it, and I just think I peaked right here. Like, nothing can get better than this spread, in my opinion at least. Then I did this spread, and this was some of the places I'd like to visit. I did Hawaii and Maldives on this page, and Japan and South Korea on this page. It was supposed to be all of the places I want to visit, but then as I was making the spread, I realized how many places I want to visit, and I just decided to narrow it down to these 2 because they're, I guess, the highest, like the first 4 places I'd like to go to on my bucket list. So yeah, I guess this is an okay spread. It didn't turn out as great as I wanted to. Again, I think I was so like high off of this peak, and I was like, I'm gonna try to do something similar here, but it didn't work out. It's like not even half as nice as the other ones. But yeah, I guess it's all right. It's fine. It's average. It's all right. Here is 2 separate spreads, and I struggled with these ones because I didn't know what to do. Here I wanted to really just say thank you for 100 followers on Instagram. I was so happy that I started this Instagram, and I still am. I'm like over the moon with how everybody's been receiving my posts and everything like that. So yeah, thank you for 100 followers. Thank you for 400. Now I have 400, so thank you. But yeah, this is that, and here I just decided to kind of recreate that first spread in here. Where was it? Hold on. Yikes, I can't find it. There we go. So I kind of felt like recreating this, but in a better version. I decided to make it more like this kind of black than this kind, because this one's like more like edgy black aesthetic, and this one's more like, I guess if you want to say chic black aesthetic. But yeah, these are basically this, but in a different way. Like this one has a different theme completely. It's like a thank you for 100, and this one's like more of how I was feeling at that time. I don't know. Anyways, here is my fall lookbook. It's really cute. It just has all of these outfits that I would like to recreate someday. Here's my letter to myself. This opens up, but I don't want to open it because that's personal and private. But I just wrote a letter to my future self. I don't know when I'm gonna read this. I just wrote like a, hey, you know, future me, blah blah blah. If you find this page, open it, blah blah blah. You know, and I wrote the little date over here so I know when I wrote that. And yeah, it's just kind of like a where I'm at now, and like asking my future self some questions as well to answer. Here's this you are unique in the best way. I was feeling such an art block here, and I didn't know what to do, but I saw these 2 color of construction papers side by side, and I was like, that's pretty. I should make a spread like that. And this is what I came out with, but again, not my favorite. I wasn't feeling very inspired, and this is what came out of it. So yeah. Here's these 2 poems I wrote simultaneously. They're separate, so this one's one and this one's one. This is my poetry though, and I just like them so much that I decided to make a spread out of them. And then here we have my pink spread. I love the color pink. It's been my lifelong favorite color, and so I just made this aesthetic spread out of it. So yeah, here's this lo-fi, I guess if you want to put it that way, it's a lo-fi. I was really like listening to that kind of music and just feeling that kind of vibe, and I wanted to represent that in my journal, so I made this spread. And I have this little quote that says, life feels like a series of events happening in slow motion. Yeah, pretty representative of where I was at that time. And then here I did a girl can only dream spread, basically, which is all the things that I would love to have, or like dream of having or dream of doing. It's basically like the craziest dreams and wants that I have. Here I did a whole section of like all the countries and cities I'd like to visit, and then other things in here like start a YouTube channel, become a mental health advocate, like write a TV show script, just random things like that, which might happen, and it'll be funny to look back on this when I'm like 40 or 50 and I'm like halfway through life and see where I'm at and what I've wanted and what I then have. But yeah, I felt like I have to do this. I think every person needs to do something like this at least once in their life. So yeah, it's just nice that it's in my journal so that I can never lose it. Here's this other spread that I made. I don't really know how to explain this. It's basically just a bunch of stickers that came in like one big set. and I wanted to use it, but I didn't know how, so I just decided to do that here. And I have a couple other ones at the end that you will see as well, like this. Here was a collab that I did with someone on Instagram, and it was your favorite anime, and this was my first ever anime that I've watched, and I guess I think it's an anime, right? It's a movie, or is anime only TV shows? I don't know. Anyways, but I decided to do a Spirited Away theme, and this is what it came out with. I love how this turned out, although this is a super thick frame, and it takes up such, like, it makes my book so bulky, my notebook, but it's really nice. I like it. So yep. And I felt like this quote really matches the whole like movie and the scene and everything, but yeah. Behind every storm is a lesson worth learning. This is a quote that has gotten me through so much, and I wanted to represent it in this brown kind of theme, I guess, spread, because this is my favorite color right now. This brown is like literally my favorite color at the moment, and I just felt like I had to do that in this journal. So yeah, yeah, I don't know, I liked it. I did that. I had an artistic vision here, and it worked out kind of ish. I wanted to do like this whole shadow looking thing, but it turned out really bad. And yeah, but anyways, it's an okay spread. So yeah. Then here I have this spread. This kind of represents female stereotypes, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I just decided to put some of the words that I found while looking through magazines and stuff that I could relate to, or kind of think of an instance where that has been used in a negative way to describe women, and I just put that in here on her chest, because it's like things that weigh on your chest. So there's that. And then here I put an inspiring quote that says, "You are who you make yourself out to be," because it's kind of contrasting this. It's like, you know, this is what people make you out to be, but you are who you make yourself out to be, and not what other people are saying about you. So yeah, this was kind of my feminist post, I guess. Here's just this fun little, I don't know what this was. It was so cute. I just had this idea of making a ghost out of a page of a magazine, and I did it. And then here I just wrote "Work hard, play hard" on this gray kind of, I didn't write it, it's a sticker, but yeah. Then if we turn the page here, I had these postcards laying around from a Sticky Club package that I got. I didn't know what to do with them, so I decided to just stick them in here. And they are stuck with washi tape, so if ever I want to like take them out and use them for something else, I can totally do that. Here's another postcard I got from my package when I ordered my Paper-like screensaver. And I just put this quote here to kind of match this abstract kind of art thing. I looked at it and I was like, what do I feel? And I felt this quote, so I put it there, and I made the colors match. So that's that. Here is also one of my favorite spreads. It's kind of like, I keep doing this thing where if I do two separate spreads, they're like kind of my both sides to my personality. So here's like this darker kind of chic vibe aesthetic, and then here is my kind of more retro, fun, adventurous type of self. And I just kind of made an Instagram profile for both of these. I didn't make a username. I should have. Actually, I might go back and do that. But this is what I wished my Instagram looked like, my personal Instagram. And maybe one day it'll look like this. I don't know. I'm trying to go for this vibe in 2021. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Here is this cute bunny spread. I was obsessed with these bunny pictures I found on Pinterest, so I just had to print them out and put them in here because they're too cute to not put them. So yeah. Here's a little golden spread, and I just wrote "You are solid gold" here and put some gold vibes, and I don't know, it's cute, it's nice. I like gold aesthetic, it's pretty, so I did that. Here was another collab I did on Instagram, and the theme was favorite snacks, so I put in all of my favorite snacks that I have been enjoying at the moment. And then here I did this little spread for my part-time job, basically, and it's like things I appreciate about my workplace, and I just have like these things that I got from there. This is a really cool spread. I had just gotten these print stickers, and I wanted to make something vintage looking, and yeah, I just ripped out some pages and put them together, brought in my pen, I think it's a gel pen, I don't even know, and I just scribbled a bunch of things, wrote a cool quote that I had just seen on Instagram, and yeah, this is what came out of it. I really like how it turned out though. It's really nice. This is also one of my favorite spreads. I love how this turned out. Again, these were two separates, but they look like one, and I love it. This one here on this page alone was a collab. It was a style swap, so I ended up swapping spreads with someone else on Instagram, and yeah, this is how it turned out. I really like it. It's really nice. And then here I just decided to kind of match this in a way, but also make it its own thing. So I just, you know, I just gotten these stickers, I put them there with this lovely sticker here, and this is what came out of it, and I love how this turned out. It's actually one of my favorites again in this journal. This is something I tried out. I don't know how I feel about it. I messed up a lot of the words here because I colored in over the first letters here and here, but it's a, I don't know what they call it, blackout poetry I think it's called, but yeah, that's what it is. I put this in here because I was watching, as I made this spread, I was watching the show, I think it's called Tiny Pretty Things on Netflix. It's really a good show, and it's ballet themed, so I just saw this in one of my magazines and I cut it out and put it alongside this, and I thought it matched really well. This is a pretty lame spread that I had hopes for, and it didn't really turn out the way I wanted, so I just kept it and moved along. Here's when I went snowboarding, and if you've been watching this video and asking what's wrong with my thumb, this is what's wrong with my thumb. I went snowboarding and I fell and I got hurt, but I made a spread to kind of like, you know, I really had fun that day. It was such a, I guess it like really changed my mood. I was in kind of a slump the whole year, and this snowboarding trip really made me feel a lot better. So I made a journal spread out of it, and I hope to go snowboarding a lot more often this year. So this is a really random spread. I wanted to do this whole page here with this page here where it was filled with like all of these tags and things of places I've shopped at this year, but I ended up losing, or I don't know, I might have accidentally thrown out all of the tags I had saved, but I couldn't find them anywhere in my room. So these ones were the one I had like in a different place. So I put them here, and then I just put this page from a magazine that I found that I thought was really pretty. So I guess that's that. Yeah, and here's my green spread. This was supposed to be a collab, but we ended up changing the theme last minute, and I really love how this turned out though. It's such a vibe. I love this here. I don't even know how that ended up becoming like this, but yeah, I had glued a green construction paper here, but I decided to only keep this, and I ripped out all the rest, and it gave this kind of like green residue, which I really liked with the rest of the stuff. But yeah, really nice. I really like how this turned out. And then this is the actual collab we ended up switching it to. We made it centered around the theme of plant puns, and yeah, that's how it turned out. It's really cute. I love this. And then here I made a little failed spread for Kid Cudi because I'm really into his new album and his song. Anyways, but yeah, I really like his music, and I thought it was going to turn out better than it did, but this is what we came out with, and I hate it, but I also love it, but I also hate it. So yeah. This is what I was talking about earlier. I made that spread from like the stickers, this is one of them as well. This is another one, and oh, I forgot to show you this too. So yeah, these 3 pages are all sticker sheets that I didn't know what to do with because they kind of all fit the same theme, and I didn't want to like use them for something else. I don't know, but yeah, this is what they came out looking like. So yeah, yeah, that's it. I have a couple pages in the back here that are empty because I literally do not have anything else to do, and I really wanted to just keep this journal for 2020 and move on to my new journal. But yeah, this is what my journal. So that's it for this video. There you go, that's my 2020 journal flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys want me to make more of these videos, let me know what kind. I can do some journaling with me's, or like, I don't know, do you want more ASMR type, or should I just keep these to like adding lo-fi music over top or whatever, but let me know. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.